Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, I've decided that I'm really going to set my sights on unlocking Magneto the first time he comes round, that way I can do content for you all. So for that reason I've actually went ahead and bought 10 of the Uncanny Orbs, just to give myself a bit of a start. I'm doing decent as it is because I've already bought the Mystique and Juggernaut packs, and no doubt if they bring out a pack for Pyro I'll buy that as well. The prices are ridiculous, I'll be the first one to say that. But I really want to get them unlocked so I can show them off. Now in this video as well, once we've actually done the orb opening, which we'll do first, I'll then run over the synergies that the Brotherhood team offer alongside Magneto, because they are really strong and it's quite interesting to see them all on one screen. But let's start off with the orb opening first. Okay, here we go. You can see that some of the characters you can get up to 145 shards. If I get that I'll go absolutely wild, but the chances, in fact let's actually check. So random shards, rare drop is 0.15%, and you've got a flat chance of any of the characters, so if I was to get it, imagine I'd probably get 145 for Wolverine, and then you would genuinely hear me cry. But here we go, 10 to go. 5 Wolverine, I really hope I don't see that a lot. 5 Juggernaut, that's decent. I really need Pyro and Mystique, they're the two that I'm going to struggle with. 5 Wolverine again, awful. 5 Pyro, that's good, but doesn't get me anywhere towards unlocking them. 6 of Sabretooth. Decent characters, but the fact they're all been greens so far is disappointing. I hope I don't get greens for all of them. 5 Storm, pretty useless. This is awful. 5 Juggernaut again. 5 Juggernaut again. Oh, come on. 5 Mystique. I think this is probably the final one. Blue at last. 8 Juggernaut. That was pretty bad. Let's see. So that was £30 that cost, and it got me 10 Wolverine, 23 Juggernaut, 5 Pyro, 6 Sabretooth, 5 Storm and 5 Mystique. Yeah, I massively regret buying them then. So anyway, what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the Brotherhood synergies and see how they are. Hopefully they'll be so good it will cheer me up a bit. So the vast majority of the actual synergies here do require Magneto, although some of them actually work if you just have Brotherhood members as well. So it's interesting to see how strong the synergies are, but I've seen other people be concerned over how much the game is building towards teams, and it's certainly a concern that I do hold as well, because it's more fun to actually theory craft and come up with your own teams. And I think the perfect example of that is the tech team, for example. There's so many different variations, even with the defenders, for example. There's quite a lot of variation in regards to the 5th slot, but I don't feel there's an awful lot with the Brotherhood. But despite that, there are nice synergies, so let's actually check them out now. We'll have a look at Mystique first. So what she's got is, on her basic, you'll copy all positive effects on basic with Magneto, so that's really strong there. On her special, that would be unavoidable when she's paired up with Magneto. And then finally, this is another Magneto synergy, on Magneto's turn you prolong all positive effects, and that's all positive effects that are on Mystique and also on Magneto as well. So that'll be really strong when you pair it alongside the basic, where you're actually copying all those effects in the first instance. Now the next character we have, there's not a great deal of synergies here, but it actually looks like a really nice character, so it's Sabretooth. Now if you pair him up with Magneto, it means his ultimate cannot be countered. Now the reason they've really dropped that in, I imagine, is for when you're going up against the Shield team, and they really have advertised the fact that the Brotherhood team are really your anti-Shield team. They have a lot of counter on them, so that counter will be ineffective if you pair Sabretooth and Magneto up. Now also, and this is quite a nice one, if you run with a full Brotherhood team, you'll get an additional 20% damage with them for Sabretooth, and he actually has some really high damage numbers as it is. His base damage stat isn't too high, but his multipliers are really high, and he's got some pierce in his kit as well there. Now the next character we'll look at is Pyro. He's one that looks to be exceptionally strong. I can't wait to get my hands on him. With him on his special, you clear all positive effects with Magneto. I think it's without Magneto you're only clearing 2, which is pretty nice, but to clear all positive effects, and this affects adjacent targets as well, and Magneto will be pulling targets together, and then Pyro will cleanse all the positive effects. Again, that's an anti-shield combination there. You also have the fact that if you pair him up with Magneto, if you have bleed on any enemies, you normally get that through your special, then the bleed is prolonged by 1 turn with Magneto as well. And then heal block is applied when an enemy drops below 50% health when you're with Magneto. That's a really interesting mechanic there, and I think it could give a lot of characters trouble. I'm pretty sure the way it will work, it will be a one-time deal though, so if they heal back up again, don't think it would work again if they drop below. It'd be interesting to see if it does. It would be really powerful if that's the case, but only time will tell. Now the fourth character we have here is Juggernaut. So I've done a in-depth review for him earlier on today, so check out the channel if you are interested. Now with Juggernaut, on his special his taunt changes from 1 turn to 2 turns when you pair him up with Magneto there. Also tied in with this, and this is quite interesting how they've done this, is that when he's with Magneto you fill his speed bar by 20% when attacked. Now what that will mean of course is the taunt won't last as long, but it will mean when you're trying to charge up your other skills and fire off that incredible ultimate on him, that will actually charge up quicker. So I really like that combination there. The final character we look at then is Magneto. Now you actually fill his speed bar by 60% on spawn if you're running with a full Brotherhood team, so that means he'll go faster than the shield team and he can start firing off all these skills and pulling all the targets together, so Pyro can then cleanse them and burn them down as well. I'm suddenly starting to understand why they made the shield team so powerful, and then shortly followed it up with a team that can counter them, but it's extremely expensive to actually get. Now also with Magneto, on enemy crit you apply speed up to the Brotherhood, so that would be nice for the likes of Juggernaut, who you want the tank to be slow, but he is definitely maybe a little bit on the too slow side there. And then also this is really pretty nice, with Brotherhood allies they gain 50% focus, so that will work great for Pyro, applying all these cleanses and all these bleeds as well, and also they gain 15% max health, which will work especially well on Juggernaut with that 2-turn taunt as well. So the synergies, as you can see, are exceptionally strong. There's a ton of them. I had to make the font size smaller to fit them in. There's so many of them, so I hope you can read them all right. Now let me know in the comments below if you're going for Magneto, and if you are, and if you've bought Uncanny Orbs, if you've had better luck than myself. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.